Hey guys, welcome back. This is Chosen Architect, and today we're going to be working on making a coal coke oven and a blast furnace from Immersive Engineering. Alright, so today I want to get into some immersive engineering, and to do that I need some coal coke, so I went ahead and made all the stuff I needed to get a excavator, and this is going to be really useful. So let's go ahead and do this, and of course it's made with Manulin because I've got tons. If you look over here, yeah, tons. I even hooked a hopper so I can dump all them into it. Yeah, 5 blocks of Manulin so far, tons, and my lava is getting pretty low, so I'll have to definitely refill that. But yeah, we can go ahead and get an excavator. I should probably just name it so I don't have that long title. It's kind of getting irritating. So just name it Diggy. That should be perfect. Now we have a Diggy. And I kind of want to give this silk touch. Also set this up so that way I can control it with redstone, so I'm not constantly burning up fuel, even though it doesn't use that much power. It's just that the burn rate for this, actually I wonder if this will burn the regular, like the mini coal. Let's see. Yes, it does, but I'd have to pump it into there. So I don't know if that's even worth it. Definitely burn that up for sure. Okay, so let's get back on the subject. I want to give it silk touch. And to do that, we're going to need this guy, and we're going to need some silky cloth. That should pull some string out. Oh, I don't have my string over here, that's right. I haven't moved all of my items, just some of them. Alright, let's, there's my string, there's my wool. There we go. Let's do... I'll take some of this wool. Actually, I'm sure I have all that cotton. And I think this stuff gives me more wool. We'll find out. Let's see, what is this used for? Gives me string. That's exactly what I need. So we'll just fill this up. Cotton crop. That is not what I wanted. Well, I wasted all that. Alright, there we go. We got 40. That should be enough for some silk touch. There we go. Let's throw some silk touch on here. We're going to need 4 of these. And I did have enough. Perfect. And 1 emerald. Bang. There we go. We have 1 silky jewel. Now we can take this excavator as 1 modifier slot. And now we have a infinite digging tool. Right there. I don't know if I need to carry that water on me. I've had it on me for a while. Yeah, it looks like it's starting to get dark, and I'm gonna go ahead and sleep. We're pushing day 40. Yeah, we're at day 40 now, so I'm getting somewhere. All right, we're gonna have fun. Let's get some sand. What I need is sandstone because I want to get into some immersive engineering, and to do that we need sandstone. So I don't want to dig real close to the house, to where I'm at. So I'm just going to go way out here towards this edge. And hopefully get some nice stuff. Let's see. Can I see? This looks like it's about the edge. This should do just fine. Alright, if you hold shift, it'll take a little bit of fall damage, but it's not that bad. Alright, so there's some sandstone. So we just need to get into that sandstone level. There we go. Now we can just hammer this. Exactly what I need. A bunch of this. And as long as there's no sand above us, we should be good. There we go. And let's see, how much are we getting? We're getting a few stacks, so this ain't that bad at all. Along with the sand. Alright, so I think that's it for this area. And that should be good enough, I think. I would like to get more gravel. Let's see, we got tons of sand. Sand is probably not an issue, especially with this excavator. Alright, so I got back from my mining trip. I got a lot of stuff done. I just need to actually get this clay. I don't think it'll break itself down, but I can go ahead and throw it in here, and it'll yield quite well from here. And I'll also get silicon from the clay. And then the clay will be turned into bricks, which we're going to need the bricks. So it's actually pretty nice to go ahead and do this. I'll be gaining silicon for future projects with our refined storage, and I'll be getting bricks, which we're going to need for the coke oven. As you can see, the coke oven, and it may tell us, okay, it's not going to tell us how to make it, but I do know how to make it. I need the coke brick because I think I'm going to use the coal coke to to power the blast furnace. I would make the blast furnace, but as well, but right now we don't have any access to blaze powder. I could use the fluid transposer, and I would basically take distilled or destabilized redstone and hit it with some glowstone, and that will turn the glowstone into blaze powder. But we need a magma crucible to get this, and we need a little bit of power to do that. Also, it looks like the bottler can do it. Well, we could smelt it using... Yeah, but then we have to set up a special drain. But yeah, but the magma crucible is probably going to be our best bet from immersive engineering, I think. So, we have quite a few bricks. I hope that's enough. It may not be enough, actually. Okay, so we're going to need 1, 2, 3. We're going to need 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So we're going to need 26 to build the coke oven. So 26 of these guys. What are we missing? We're missing the clay. Okay, so let's get clay. Let's take our clay, and we're going to actually just manually break this stuff. No big deal. So we'll just break it by hand, get us some clay. Now I did find some more clay. Thankfully I went searching for clay, because I almost didn't go searching for clay and then I wouldn't have had any. But I did get some, so hopefully 44 is enough, because we do need 26, like I said. So I'll just set that up like that. And what are we missing? Oh, the bricks. So that gives us 6. So I may have to go back out and get a bit more clay, because it doesn't look like I have enough clay for sure. Alright, so I have a bit more of the brick here. So let's get back into making this. Like I said, 26 is what we need. Alright, so now that we have our coke bricks, we need to go over here and get our engineer's hammer, or you can go ahead and make one. It's really simple to make. But we're going to need the engineer's hammer and the coke bricks, and I want to put it over here because I want to have the coke oven here, and then over here we can have the other stuff. But what we actually need to get just one more. 26 was wrong. I need 27, so I just need one more set. I'm going to be left over with one, unfortunately, but that's okay. We're going to just make a cube of these coke brick here, this coke brick. There we go. And then you right click it with a hammer. Of course I placed a torch on accident because of these guys. But now we have a coke oven. So when we open the interface, You put coke, or you put coal in here, it'll be turned into creosote oil, I think. Yeah, this right here. It's also basically turns your coal, makes it a lot more efficient. So if we look at right here in the oven, we take coal. It has a burn time of 1,106 or yeah 1,600, and this has 3,200. So basically, is making your coal better, more efficient. So what we can do is look over here and get our coal. Get us a stack of 32, which is fine to get us started. Basically, throw that in there. It doesn't require any power. It does take a bit of time to convert this now. And then over here, you'll see fluid start to build up. And if we look at immersive engineering, you'll see, I do believe they have their fluids over here. Right here. Yeah, the creosote, if I can say that right, creosote oil will fill inside of here, and you'll need a way to pull that out. So basically setting up some way to pull that stuff out will work just fine. And also when you hit this with a hammer, be sure to hit it on the side that you want it to be accessed. But you can access it from any side. But the side you hit it with a hammer is the side that this nice little furnace looking thing is going to pop up. But yeah, so that's how you make a coke oven. Now I was looking, and like I was saying, I would love to get the other furnace up and running from Immersive Engineering right here, the blast brick. But we're going to need blaze powder. And I think I'm going to go ahead and try and craft those things I need to make this. If you look at the fluid transposer, since we don't have access to any blaze spawners yet, because I would have to make a jetpack basically to get anywhere, I'm going to go ahead and try this with the fluid transposer. So let's go ahead and look at fluid transposer. The fluid transposer is, I believe it's part of Immersive Engineering. Right here, or thermal expansion, sorry, I don't know why I keep saying Immersive Engineering. But thermal expansion, there we go. Fluid transposer, thermal expansion. It requires a redstone reception coil, so let's go ahead and make that. Basic casing, tin gear requires that. I want to go ahead and make this version though. And we need 2 Invar, and I don't believe we have any Invar. Now to get Invar, we need to make an alloy, so we're going to need some nickel and iron. So let's go ahead and get some nickel. And we're going to need 8 of those. Let's see, I think nickel and Invar. Or Invar. To get an Invar ingot, we need, what was it? 2 iron and 1 nickel. Okay. And then with our iron, we can basically double that and give us 16. Alright, and now we go to the alloy smeltery. We'll set this to alloys only. Let's take those guys out. They're going to try and make some kind of alloy. But you place those in there. Now this should make Invar. Take our bricks out. There's our Invar ingots. This should happen relatively quickly because we have this capacitor in here, which makes things a lot nicer. We don't have to wait so long for this this process. So awesome. Let's see. It does give us 3 apiece, it looks. So we're gonna have quite a bit. We got 24. That's a lot more than we needed. We only needed 8. Okay. So back to what we were making. Fluid transposer. There we go. Let's get our Invar, 2 of these guys, and a bucket. And we can make a fluid transposer. I think we had machine case. There we go. Now we can make a fluid transposer. There we go. So now we have a fluid transposer. Now to get fluids, let's look at thermal expansion. We're going to need a magmatic. we're going to need a magma crucible. If I can find it. Magma crucible right here. So we're going to need this, which looks like we're going to need electrum. And electrum is made with silver and gold. So let's get our silver and gold. I think it was 2 gold per operation. About to find out. No, it was just 1. There we go. So it's even. So we're getting our electrum. And back to the magma crucible. Alright, we'll make that reception coil, make the regular redstone reception coil, 2 Invar gears, and a basic machine, which we're going to need a 10 gear. And we should be good with that. And then we're going to need nether brick. Now to get nether brick, we're going to take, let's see, we need 2, so we're going to need 8. We're going to need 8 of these guys. And we'll basically cook that up over here, set this to furnace only. And these should cook up relatively fast. And now, this will take a little bit of time, but it's well worth it to get into immersive engineering relatively fast. So there's our 8. Take these, turn them into nether brick. Let's go back to the magma crucible. And we should be able to make this guy. There we go. So now there's our magma crucible and our fluid transposer. Now, I need to power these guys. And I would like them to be relatively close to each other. This does require a bit of power. And this requires some power too. So both of these will require some power. I hope I have enough here, but this is probably going to be the best place to put them. Put that there, put that here, and then we're going to need some way to fill them. So let's get a, I think thermal expansion. Thermal expansion has their own fluid storage right here with a portable tank. So a basic portable tank is pretty simple to make, and there are upgrades for the tanks. But a basic portable tank will hold 10 buckets, which is perfectly fine for right now. So if we place this down, it should be able to input into here. If we look right here, we want the fluid. This is the fluid transposer. We want the magmatic crucible right here. We want this fluid to go into this side, the orange side, which is already set to. We'll disable these. There we go. And then right here, we want it to pull from that. So if we look at the face, we can't really set the face to do that. Man, this is probably going to be more complicated than I thought. Let's see if it even, if the magmatic crucible even outputs to the... So let's get some redstone. And let's go ahead and try. Put this in here. It's going to take a little while. It should fill this up with some redstone, and it did go in here. Okay. Now, will this guy... I'm going to probably need a... Let's see. With thermal expansion, they should have their own hammer. Or wrench. There we go. And I'll just turn this so that way it will pull. Okay, so this side needs to be set to the blue. you believe? Actually, you know what I can do? Let's pop this guy off. Let's just do this. This looks a lot simpler now that I can visualize it. Alright, so let's turn this guy back around. Maybe this will make everything a lot easier. Let's put the tank on top. Put the magmatic crucible here. Alright, so this is going to work. This will set to... There you go. Drain mode, and it's going to fill this up. Okay. So you just have to right-click the bottom of this portable tank with your hammer, and then this should work. So let's put our redstone back in there. And hopefully it's not consuming that much energy, but we're going to need a little bit of this in here. Now we should be able to get some glowstone, just to make sure this is actually working. If we put one piece of glowstone here, it's going to pull out 200 millibuckets, and it should convert this piece of glowstone, yes, into blaze powder, which it did. Awesome. So now we have blaze powder without having to deal with any blaze. Awesome. Now, with this blaze powder, can we turn it... I don't think you can turn blaze powder back into the rods, unfortunately. I don't believe there's a way to do that. But blaze powder is used for a lot of stuff. So, that is awesome. Yeah, I don't see a way to turn it back into a blaze rod. But that would be nice. Like a compressor or something that could do that. Alright, so we're getting quite a bit. I think we need a whole bunch of this stuff. So I'm just going to let this work, and I'll be right back when we get a whole bunch. Alright, so we actually have enough right now. This is working, everything's working. We have 13, that makes 14. We need 14 to get enough brick to work. Okay, so let's put this back. Let's take a look at what this brick requires. It does require nether brick, so we're going to have to cook up some netherrack. Let's go ahead and get a stack cooking as well. Make sure that gets done. I'll go ahead and take everything in here. But yeah, this system actually works quite well. And the fluid transposer, if we look at the fluid transposer, where is that at? All the way over here. Alright, if we look at it, we can see all the different things that it can convert. Of course, these are all its own items, but there are items like right here. Snowballs will turn into blizz powder with destabilized redstone. Basically, a lot of the recipes do use the destabilized redstone. Brick can be turned into nether brick with some lava. And the magma crucible can make lava if you put cobblestone in here. Or obsidian and stuff like that will turn into cobblestone. So alright, so let's get to working with this thing. See how many of these guys we have ready. That's probably not enough, but you know. Alright, we're going to be making a blast furnace. So let's go ahead and get the blast brick. And we should have enough. Let's hope, cross our fingers, we have enough. Alright, so we ran out of the nether brick, like I thought we would. Alright, so that's looking good. Let's go ahead and place this stuff in our inventory. And hopefully this is enough to get us going. Just go ahead and fill this out so I don't have to finish crafting it. 28. There we go, we have enough. Perfect. So now we have both of these massive guys up here. Alright, so this is going to be made exactly the same way. It's just with a little bit more expensive bricks. And then click it with a hammer, and now we have a blast furnace. So, coal coke. We've had it cooking for a while. Alright. We can put the coal coke in here as a fuel. And if we look, we can have iron. We take some iron, so I'm going to do like, for now, just to show, I'm going to do like 10. Just throw those in there. This does take quite a while, same as the coal coke. You can see right there, right above me, it says 6, 7, 8%. It's slowly moving on. but this will make a lot of the stuff that's required in immersive engineering. So, if we look at immersive engineering, things like, not aluminum, but makes hardened steel. Like the steel rod, it's going to require steel ingots. And to get steel ingots, you put them in a blast furnace. And you'll get slag, and you'll get steel ingots. Now the slag has a use as well. You can make concrete, and concrete, I do believe you can walk faster across concrete. So yeah, it allows you to walk a little bit faster. So you can put like concrete down in like your city if you build a city and stuff like that. Of course, you can buy it from the structural engineer villager, which I actually haven't seen, so it may be gone. But as you can see, we got steel and we got slag, which makes total sense if you know anything about welding. But yeah, so this is cool. So we have a coke oven ready to go. It's making us some nice fuel, and as you can see, it's really recommended that you put coal coke in here because this will eat your coal if you don't have coal coke. So yeah, I really recommend using your coal coke. I think it used up, we had 9 I think when we put it in there, if I do believe. So we can put 10 in there, and it may be 1 coal coke per iron ingot. I would hope that's what it would be, because they made these together. But yeah, so we have both of these together, and yeah. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to click that subscribe button. Also give this video a thumbs up, and I really appreciate all the positive comments that you guys have been posting. It really makes me want to post more videos. Definitely keeps me involved with you guys, and I love answering any of your questions that you might have. And definitely I take all kinds of recommendations. I've already tried so much stuff that you guys have recommended, and it's really helping me out. So yeah, I appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching.